guys, welcome to another vlog. I am still here at the lake house and I'm just kind of getting ready because we are going to see Lady Gaga tonight. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I couldn't believe the timing that she's here. I'm here. I had to go see her. So anyway, I'm going with 5 others. So there's 6 of us. We're gonna meet up at Hudson Yards, have some dinner at Bond Street first, and then head over to the show. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So she's playing at Madison Square Garden. I can't remember the last time I was at Madison Square Garden. Probably like 15 years ago at this point. I don't even know. But anyway, so excited. I need to get ready. I have my new sweatshirt on from Anine Bing. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I apologize. But I've actually been eyeing this sweatshirt for a really long time because you guys know how much I love animal print. So I thought this was appropriate for Gaga. You know, I didn't plan to go to this concert when I packed, so this is it. I've got a sweatshirt on and it is actually very, very cool here today. So the sweatshirt is very appropriate. Anyway, let's get some makeup on my face. So we've just been hanging out. We had a friend come over to the lake. Yesterday, we just had like a nice, you know, lunch in. We took her to Belleville Creamery, of course, for some ice cream. So that was fun. And I've just been lazing about, really, which is so nice. I have been reading. I'm on book 2 of the Veronica Speedwell mysteries. I am really, really enjoying this mystery series. I think I mentioned it. Was it just in my previous vlog? I am really into Victorian murder mysteries, and they all are, you know, pretty formulaic in the characters and the premise and all of that, but these Veronica Speedwell mysteries are quite different. And the dynamic between the two, you know, leads, the 2 main characters, is a little unique as well. So anyway, I've really been enjoying that, and I'm almost done with book 2, I think. Thankfully, there's like maybe like 10 books in this series, and only being on book 2 makes me so happy. So I'm very excited about that. This is the last time I travel without some brush cleaner because my brushes are getting really gross. I mean, I'm using the same brushes for the same things, but like this cream brush, this is the jumbo base travel version from Sonia G. This brush, this needs a good cleaning. Anyway, mental note for next time. So that's what we're doing tonight, Lady Gaga. And then tomorrow I'm actually like transferring over to my friend Sarah's house. So Sarah is my podcast co-host. She is my very dear friend. She's the one that lives maybe about like less than an hour away from here. And I try and see her when I come here. I think I did that the last time, maybe the time before. Anyway, you guys have definitely seen her. I dog sat for her, if you guys remember that vlog. So I'll be switching to her house tomorrow. Matthew and Mark have Mark's family coming in. So I wanted to, you know, give them some space, give them some breathing room, let them enjoy their family. And then, yeah, Sarah and I will be just like hanging out. We love to hit the gym. We're probably gonna do some grocery shopping, you know, what we always do. So very excited to see her. We're trying to coordinate also sometime a meal or something with our friend Amy, who lives in New York, but on the other side of the Hudson from where I am. So we almost make like a triangle, like where I am, where Amy is, and then where Sarah is. So we're trying to figure that out, but it's, you know, it's hard. It's hard. We all have lives. Timing is difficult. So anyway, hopefully we'll be able to see Amy. All right, so I'm just throwing on the Ilia Blush and Glimpse. I love this. I love it. I don't think I'm gonna do much else other than put on some mascara just so my eyes don't look completely lost on my face. I've got my Lancome Lashy Doll Flutter Extension Mascara. I really like this. I like this version, this Flutter version, more than the regular Lashy Doll mascara. I said it. I do. Okay, and for lips, I was thinking maybe I wear one of these Christian Dior. Now, I talked about how I'm not the biggest fan of these only because of the fragrance, but these are meant to be long wear and that would be very handy for tonight. So I think I will just, you know, suck it up. The fragrance, not my favorite, but it's not like a complete and total deal breaker. So I'm going to use my Revie Beauty lip liner in Almond because my other lipstick option is the Chantecaille, their new La Creme in Bamboo. But that one, as much as I love it, it's not like extremely long lasting. That's not its thing. So we're going to try this because this is ultra wear. So I think it is meant to be a little bit long, you know, not like a matte liquid lipstick or anything like that, but I think it is meant to be a little bit longer lasting than your regular like cream lipstick. So I'm gonna throw on shade 222, which is Confident Nude, I think is what it says. Wow, that writing is so tiny. It's 222. How is that? It's a little bit of a warm nude, but perfectly fine for this evening. So I think I'm ready to go. I'm not gonna do much else. I do have to remember to throw this lipstick into my bag. And we're off. Oh my God, I'm so excited. We are off. We're gonna hit Bond Street first and then see Lady Gaga.
Have a dark gray one.
Here we are at the Ringwood bus station. What? We're at the Ringwood bus station, ready to board our bus to get into the city. because I'm meeting my friend Amy for lunch. We're meeting at this place that she loves. I've never been, but it's in Tarrytown. So I'm at Greenwood Lake. She is, where is she? Pelham? Somewhere around Pelham, somewhere around like that Bronxville, New Row area. Anyway, so we're meeting in Tarrytown. I'm so excited to see her. You guys have heard me talk about this like girl group that I'm part of. There's 5 of us. She's one of them. So I can't wait to see her. And then later on today, I'm actually packing up my stuff and I'm going to my friend Sarah's house. She's the one that's in Jersey. I've dog sat for her. She's also the co-host of my new podcast, the Talk Shit and Laugh. So that is Sarah. I'll definitely be vlogging from there. But I am running a little bit late because Gaga was so incredible last night. It was so incredible that we got home at like 12:30 or so in the morning, and I was exhausted, but I was so like pumped up and excited from the concert. I probably didn't fall asleep until 2. So I slept a lot later, a lot later than I usually do. So anyway, I'm just gonna throw on my skincare here and get on the road. I don't even think I have time to dry my hair or anything. But the show was so good. It was so, so good. And I have to say, like, I love Lady Gaga. I love her. I love what she stands for. I love everything about her. But I haven't listened to too much of her music since like her first big album with, you know, Poker Face and Just Dance and all of those. But when we got the tickets for Lady Gaga, I was like, okay, I need to like brush up on my Lady Gaga. So I did listen like to a lot of Lady Gaga the past couple of days, and it was so worth it because I could sing along and everything. Anyway, my voice is definitely a little scratchy. My throat definitely hurts a little bit. I was screaming a lot, definitely a lot, but it was incredible. The set design, the dance, everything. She's such a visionary. She's such an inspiration. I just adore her. I love her. And to be able to see her at Madison Square Garden, you know, being that I'm originally from the area, she's originally from New York City. I know she's already, for this tour, she's already been in Vegas, and I missed getting tickets there to see her. So it was really just, it was like kismet to be able to get tickets to this show. See her, we had such great seats. To be able to see her at Madison Square Garden, which is like one of my favorite venues just because it's, you know, it's in the middle of New York City. Oh, it was like a dream, And to be able to see it with Matthew, my bestie, and yeah, to go with the whole gang here, it was so good. It was really like, it's kind of emotional, not to get too corny, but it was, you know, like kind of emotional. I was really feeling it. So it was such a great show. So amazing. Okay. Oh, I need sunscreen for sure. All right. I'm just gonna throw on my jewelry and then hit the road. Good morning. I'm enjoying some Dunkin' Donuts. I'm here at my friend Sarah's house. I cannot remember when I last vlogged. I think it was yesterday morning. I was getting ready anyway, and I was mentioning I was kind of transferring over to Sarah's house. So I I met my friend Amy for lunch. That's when I last vlogged. So I met her for lunch in Tarrytown. We went to that really sweet place, that Sweetgrass Grill. It was so good. And she's so thoughtful. She is not a vegan, close, but she chose that place because there was grass-fed beef on the menu, which I love, as you guys know, I love. So I had a burger, and she had, I don't remember, a salad or something. And then we got ice cream. She got like a coconut vegan ice cream, and I got like a vanilla caramel swirl, something like that. It was so good. So good. But anyway, I rushed back to Matthew's, packed up my stuff, and then drove out here to Sarah's. So I'm going to be here over the next few days. We are just hanging out today. I don't know that we're doing much. Tomorrow, you guys, I got tickets to go see Heart. I don't know, I've been in this concert-going mood. Just saw Gaga. Saw Backstreet Boys a couple weeks ago. Yeah, it's just been one of those summers. So we're going to go see Heart. I love Heart. And, you know, Anne and Nancy, the two sisters that are the heart of Heart. Anne, her health has not been good. And I think she's struggled with her health maybe her entire life. So I just feel like I gotta grab the chance to see her when I can. So they are actually playing at Bethel Woods, which is the original Woodstock location. So we're gonna do that tomorrow night. I'm so excited for that. But yeah, Sarah and I don't have much else that we're planning on doing. She's my podcast co-host. We're not planning on filming anything while I'm here. I think we're just gonna maybe plan and chat. Where we film, some of you have asked actually, where we film our podcast is in Vegas at Level 9 Studios, if you guys are interested. And if you were not aware that I have a podcast, I will link it down below. It's called Talk Shit and Laugh, and it is with me and Sarah. So that's it. I'm going to enjoy my coffee. I'm still reading my Veronica Speedwell book number 2, murder mystery. It is called A Perilous Undertaking. So that's what I am reading. I'm probably going to do a little bit of work today. I know Sarah has work. She's a coach, as you guys know. She's a business coach, so she's got back-to-back meetings, you know, with her clients today. That's it. If we do anything exciting, I will let you know. Hello. I just got back from the gym with Sarah. I did chest and tries, and then I did some intervals on the treadmill. I'm still catching my breath. I'm trying to do more cardio stuff because, you know, I used to only do cardio. Now I feel like I'm only doing weights, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to find a happy medium. So anyway, I'm doing some intervals, so I'm not actually running for that long, which I think is better for me. So, sorry, let me sit down. Why am I pacing? Sarah just went up to get her daughter and her daughter's boyfriend. We're gonna go out to dinner. I'm so excited. We're gonna go to sushi, and then across the street from sushi, there's frozen yogurt. Now, I've already been warned that this frozen yogurt is not quite up to stuff when we compare it to Yogurtland in Vegas, which you know is my go-to frozen yogurt. So we'll have to see. I'm sure it's fine. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Sorry, my leg is itchy. That's what we're gonna do. If you're wondering what makeup I have on, I just filmed that Louis Vuitton video, which you would have seen. So I've got the Louis Vuitton eyeshadow on, which is supposed to be long wearing. And I think, sorry, this lighting is very warm, so take that into account. But the eyeshadow is still there after a workout, which is pretty amazing. The lipstick is gone because I ate already and I've had water or whatever. Sarah, you come here right now.
Yeah, hi. Oh, hi.
Sarah's here.
Hi.
I'm sure you guys recognize her from our podcast.
Oh, I should just laugh and go, ah, and then they'll be like, oh yeah, that's her.
And I should be like, shit. No.
It's all we do, people. It's all we do.
That's all we do.
Talk shit and laugh.
Yeah.
That's a true story.
Yeah.
It's a true story. So what are you reviewing? Well, I want to hear about your eyeshadow because I did notice while you were at the gym running, you looked really pretty.
Thank you. So yeah, I went like a jackass. Went and purchased the Louis Vuitton makeup that just came out. They just launched their first makeup line, which is surprising.
I was gonna say, yeah.
They're such a big brand.
Yeah.
But they just launched their first makeup line, which is eyeshadow and lip products and some other stuff. The eyeshadows, $250.
Holy cannoli, that's a lot of dollars.
Yeah, and then the lipsticks are $160. So I got one lipstick, one lip balm.
Okay.
And the eyeshadows.
Just kind of try it out with that. I mean, it really is beautiful.
It really lasted. It through the workout.
Yeah, she was running, like uphill, running.
So not bad. So not bad. It is long lasting. Like no creasing, no fading, no nothing.
It's beautiful. No, I thought you actually just put more on. You didn't?
No.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, I don't normally notice people's eyeshadow when they're running. It's really pretty. It's a true story.
Oh, man.
Oh, the dog sneezed.
The dog sneezed. So anyway, we are gonna have sushi. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Although I had sushi before Gaga.
Oh, are you sushied out?
No, not even close.
No?
I don't think I could ever be
it
sushi or yogurted out.
Okay, good, because we're gonna go to we're gonna go to sushi then yogurt. We're so predictable.
So excited. So yeah, we're gonna do that.
All right.
I don't know, do we have time for this? I want to go to IPIC.
Okay.
So that's
Twist my arm.
that's that movie theater here where I don't know of it anywhere else. I haven't really researched it. But this is the movie theater I went to with them last summer where we saw Alien Romulus, and you can order food and they bring it to your seat and you like sit in these recliners.
You're like in
They give you blankets. Yeah.
Best.
It's amazing. I mean, it was hard not to fall asleep. I mean, it was a good movie to go to because it was Alien Romulus, but was it Romulus?
It was, and I kept doing that, and you were like, "You're so much fun." It's true.
She was like, yeah.
Every 5 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, there were a lot of jump scares.
There were, but they worked on me. So poor Michelle would be like, I'm up.
Alien, watch out.
Aliens for attacks.
So I don't know if there's a movie that we want to go see.
Well, you know me and Marvel. I would go see Thunderbolts again. I think it is hilarious.
Is that still in the theaters?
I don't know, because
Okay.
I'm a nerd. But we could find out. But yeah, let's do that. And the popcorn and all the gooey goodness in my face.
I think I fell asleep in Thunderbolts because I watched it on the plane. So I fell asleep. I also fell asleep in Fantastic Four.
What is wrong with you?
Because we went after dinner. Miguel was like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "Yeah. Yeah, that's what happened." He was like, "That was pretty." Hello? I was like, "Yeah, it was great. It was really good." He was like, "Uh-huh."
I'm gonna call my boyfriend and tell him you fell asleep in his
Sorry,
movie.
Pedro.
I'm gonna tell him.
I'm sorry. What I did see though was very good. Okay. Did you see it?
Of course I saw. First of all, hi, Marvel. Second of all, my boyfriend.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
All right.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see what's
Okay. I'll go see.
So what did you get?
I got literally everything. I got cookies and cream, peanut butter, chocolate, and cake batter.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I am back at Matthew's. I meant to vlog a bit more while I was at Sarah's. We actually had a lot of plans for the time that I was going to be there, but we came up against a little bit of a family emergency. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. But we had to deal with that, and then that kind of brought us to this morning when I was planning on coming back to Matthew's. So I came back to say goodbye to Sarah. I came back here, and here we are. So yeah, we were going to, sorry, there's all these lantern bugs flying around outside. And they're distracting me. Sorry, let me focus. Yeah, there were a few things that Sarah and I were gonna do. I was gonna vlog. We were gonna go see Heart, the band, at Bethel Woods, which is the original location for Woodstock. We had to forego those tickets, which is totally fine. And then we were gonna go to like a little house party, actually back up here closer to the lake. I was gonna introduce Sarah to some of my friends up here. Couldn't make that, again, not a problem. But then we did end up going to see Weapons at that IPIC theater. I don't know if you guys have been watching me for a while, but last year I was at Sarah's place and we went to this IPIC theater. This is where you can order food and they'll bring it to you. And they have these huge, like cushy recliner seats and they'll bring you drinks and food. You just have to like push a button, almost like an airplane. You push a button and someone comes and you can like order. I love it. I love that theater. So we went to go see Weapons there. Sarah did not want to see it. You know, I love horror movies, thriller movies or whatever, but Sarah's daughter and I, we were able to convince her that we wanted to go see it. So we saw it. We all loved it. It's really, really great. It's not as, it's definitely a thriller, and there are definitely scary parts to it, and I would definitely categorize it as a thriller or a horror movie. It's not one that's like gonna, at least personally, it's not one that's gonna give you like nightmares, or, you know, you're gonna like have to turn on all your lights in the house. It's not like one of those. It's actually, by the end of it, it just was kind of a good story. Sorry, that's the washing machine. Actually, let me close the door to the laundry room. Okay, anyway, wow, I just took a shower and just didn't even bother to dry my hair. Here we are. So yeah, so I'm back at Matthew's now. Matthew and Mark's. They are both in the city at the moment. So I'm just sort of chilling out here. I'm leaving tomorrow, which makes me very sad, but I've been out here long enough. I need to get back. I need to get back to my life. I was FaceTiming with my husband last night. He was like, how long have you been gone? He's like, it feels like a long time. I was like, 2 weeks. I've been gone for 2 weeks. He's like, that's a long time. I know, we're both pouting. And he brought Butters up onto the screen, so it was nice to see her. Anyway, it's time for me to get back to real life, and I am leaving tomorrow. So I thought I would close out this vlog with a bit of, you know, I wanted to make this announcement, you know, like at the beginning of any sort of video that I was going to be filming when I was going to be making this particular announcement. But, you know, being out here and timing and, you know, I've just been completely thrown off, and I realized that this vlog is going up either on the same day or the next day that I'm actually going to be making a fairly large announcement on Instagram. So you will have maybe seen that, maybe not. But this is such a big deal. It's probably not going to mean much to you guys, but it is such a big deal to me. So as you guys know, or you may or may not know, before I started doing YouTube full-time, I was a hand knitwear designer. So I worked with yarn companies, and I wrote up, you know, I would design a garment, and then I would write up the pattern for it so that a knitter could follow along and create their own. And I worked very, very closely with my friend, a different friend, Sarah. Sarah, the one that reminds you guys of Meg Ryan. She's the one that I was in New York with this past January. It was like freezing cold. I also went to Florence and Milan and London with her a couple years ago. That's Sarah. She had a hand-dyed yarn business, and so we collaborated a lot, and I actually ended up being the design director for her company. And she ended up selling her company, whatever, long story. So I ended up leaving when she sold the company, because I really wanted to work with her. It's not like the company that I wanted to work with, I wanted to work with her. So I left, and that's when I decided to do YouTube full time. Well, she is now back at that company, and she and a former employee, they have partnered up for Plucky Knitter. That's the name of the yarn company, by the way. It's Plucky Knitter. And Sarah approached me, and she wanted me to kind of partner up on the creative side of it. So we're going to be handling the creative stuff for the yarn company. Her partner does more of, I don't know, shall we say like operations, you know, shipping, supplies, warehousing, like all that kind of stuff. So it's really exciting. Exciting doesn't even seem to encompass everything that I'm feeling, but it's really exciting for me to get back into the hand knitting industry. When I left, it was at a really interesting time, for me at least, in my YouTube career. I really had no idea where it was going. It was not really the timing I would have chosen. I don't want to say I was like forced into doing YouTube full time. That's absolutely not the case, but it totally was not in the plan to be doing YouTube full time. I wasn't planning on leaving this yarn company. You know, everything just sort of happened, and I was like, well, I don't want to do that anymore. I am doing this. Let me just do this full time for a while, see what happens. I thought I would do it for a few months and then, like, you know, kind of do the knitting and everything on the side. But YouTube really becomes very all-encompassing. I think if you talk to any full-time YouTuber, they'll tell you that it is, it's 24/7. It's 24/7, like any sort of entrepreneurial endeavor. So I just kind of stopped knitting and I stopped designing and I left that world kind of abruptly, but also only because like YouTube was there was just so much to do for that. And obviously it's been great. I love YouTube. I don't plan on leaving YouTube, but you know, keeping in touch with Sarah, it's just been like, oh, like, wow, I really miss that. That was fun. You know, that was like such a big part of my life for so long. And to just, you know, pour myself into something completely different has been great. But on the flip side, it's been like, I didn't even get a chance really to digest and register what exactly was going on in my own head regarding like hand knitting. So anyway, it's a bit like, I feel like I'm coming home. It's a bit like, I'm so glad I'm gonna have a different creative outlet. I'm excited to see where the industry is now because it's been like 6 years. And when I left, it was like, okay, I'll take a little break, you know, it'll be nice, you know, to kind of like reset, fill up my creative bucket, if you will. And I mean, it's been a 6-year break. I have not knit. I have not looked at a knitting pattern. I haven't looked at what kind of yarn is out there. Just a little bit, you know, just when I spend time with Sarah, she'll have something on the needles and I'm like, oh, what's that? So it's gonna be really, really fun and really, I think, invigorating for me to be able to kind of dive back into this industry that I spent so much time in and loved so much and just sort of left, you know. It was just like, oh my God, like life just sort of like took over. So that's my big life update, my big announcement that I am now in partnership with Sarah and Nick in Plucky Knitter. I never would have guessed that my road would sweep back around to this point in my life. It's made me very emotional to think about, to think back on those days and how we're gonna be able to relive it. And this is so corny, and I do not think that I'm anywhere near this level. But when I went to the Backstreet Boys and they were just talking about how they just couldn't even imagine after so much time that they'd be back here or whatever, I kind of had that same feeling like, wow, I would have never guessed that, you know, I would be kind of like swooping back around and kind of like picking up all of those skills and like revisiting that entire community and that entire industry again and like swooping it up and mixing it into whatever it is I'm doing now. I don't even know what it looks like. I just know that I wanted to work with Sarah again. I was like, whatever you want to do. I was like, I don't really care. I just know I want to work with you. And that is definitely something I learned when I worked in corporate America all those years. I remember, you know, you always have this ideal of what you want to do. And I realized I didn't really care about, I mean, you know, to a certain extent, I didn't really care that much what I was doing. Because you're doing these things for someone else. It's for this nameless, faceless company. And I was like, as long as I jive with the people, I'm good. I'm good. I don't care what I'm doing. You know, it's like, it's fine. And that's how I felt with Sarah. And she knew that, and we talked about it. And I was like, look, let's do something. I'm down. If you're involved, I'll be involved. Like, the answer is yes. Like, whatever it is, the answer is yes. So anyway, I'm just rambling at this point, but I don't have any plans on leaving YouTube, not at all. I love YouTube. YouTube is still such an interesting and fun creative outlet for me. It's very, very different from anything I've ever done before. But I will say, you know, there's only so many hours in the day, and at least during high knitting season, which I would say is like from September to February, I'm gonna be really busy with Plucky. So I don't plan on any changes to my channel in terms of like uploads and my content and all of that, but I don't know, never say never. And if the number of videos of mine become kind of inconsistent, more in one week, less in another week, I hope you guys are okay with that, because I'm just kind of rolling with it. I'm kind of rolling with whatever life is throwing my way. And it's been exciting, that's for sure. The past year has been really, really exciting. Just talking about, you know, knitting and other things that we're interested in with knitting Sarah. I'm going to talk about knitting Sarah, and then talking about this podcast that I started with my friend Sarah. I'm like, let's do it. Let's do it. You know, like I'm open. I'm open to whatever. So yeah, so that's just where my head is at. That's where my life is at the moment. That's what I've been up to. And yeah, I'm really excited. And for all of you who stayed with me and subscribed to my channel when I first started and was talking about knitting stuff, and came over because you are a knitter, were a knitter, thank you. Thank you for sticking around. And you're gonna see some big changes at Plucky. Some big changes at Plucky. But anyway, I'm gonna end this vlog here. Yeah, there's not much else going on. I think we're just gonna be making dinner here, me, Mark, and Matthew. And then I'm leaving tomorrow. So not much else to report. I think I do have one more video coming up that is going to be filmed from here at the lake house, because I did want to show you guys what I was going to be packing for this trip. So I do have a what I packed video that's coming up. But yeah, I'll be back in Vegas soon. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and subscribe if you have not already. I'll see you soon. Bye.